just throwing me off because now I can't hide.
Be right. You want to sit right here? I'll leave it. Oh, look,
It's fine. I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'll sit right here. Then I can move the camera too.
Oh, here, Kiara, let's see what I'm talking to. Alright, we are going to go ahead and we're going to continue with volume. We're still in Unit 6, Lesson 26. This is Session 3. We're going to talk about volume of composite figure 6. We're going to do a little bit of a review. See how that goes with composite areas, kind of remind ourselves of how we can use decomposing in order to find smaller bits and pieces to make problems a little bit easier. So for today, our learning objective. We're going to solve volume problems. Involving three-dimensional shapes or 3D shapes. We're going to do this by decomposing. Left or right? Both. There we go. Alright, so biggest idea for today is to use what we know about decomposing or breaking apart to solve volume problems. The word for today that needs to decompose or decomposing. Alright, so decompose is to do what again? Break apart. Okay, everyone say Decompose. Break apart. Decompose. Means to what? Joseph, what does decompose mean? What does decompose mean? Break apart. Perfect. Good. Good job. All right. So with your groups, we're gonna do a little bit of a warm up. So to your boards. Group 3, let's go.
Listen, we can't work.
Take 7. You guys take 7. You're in group 6, go to 7. You're in group 8, also go to 7. Yeah, you guys are in the wrong group there. Thank you. All right. So let's take a look at this composite figure here. Okay. Here we have a composite figure, and we need to find the area of this composite figure. Okay. First question at the top right-hand corner. Xavier, go ahead and read that out loud. Top right-hand corner. This question right here. Louder.
What shapes do you see?
Okay, so think about what shapes we see in this composite figure. Okay. We're going to need to find the area of this composite figure. And first off, let's just think about what shapes we can see. And let's go ahead and decompose it into those shapes. So go ahead and draw this on your board. And then break it up. Just like Javier is already doing. Like group 1, 2, good job, group 1.
Who said that?
Doesn't have to be 100% accurate either, so don't worry about it.
That's the same. The one in this one.
You really want to use a trapezoid? Do you know how to find the area of a trapezoid? The shapes that you can use. It's interesting. Group 5, that's interesting.
They got like both of the watches
You only need
Well, look, a bunch of triangles.
send them to group 2 that way. Help them out. You see any other shapes they haven't done yet?
No,
It
yeah.
might be a group punch.
Mister, why is the thought right here?
You're on the wrong side.
This is one first.
Look, a bunch of triangles. Look, wait, look, a bunch of triangles. If that works?
No, talk to your group.
Wait, is this what is this here?
You what? Yeah, you're not doing anything except for two different shapes. What about the measurements? Where are your measurements? Not to get drawn.
Well, you would think we could this like
In the little cubby space, put it.
That's not the fun.
One foot.
This part?
I'm kind of worried about our seats.
Okay, Rick. So this is.
Alright, so list the shapes that you currently have.
List.
List the shapes that you currently have.
Triangle around.
Rectangle.
All I have is triangles. Is that bad?
Very interesting. Good luck to you.
That's 3. 1, 2, 3.
So hey, group 5, don't ask me for help. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna, the full sides aren't as equal. So remember, when you have a
Those are
square,
shapes.
you have to be able to
What shapes do you have?
That's
All around.
12 times 8.
Bro.
Wait, is it?
You don't even know.
Yeah, I spotted it. Big man. Mr. O. Where you going? For the
Wait, mister?
3.5. What shapes did you break it up into?
You forgot the A.
Shape
Triangle, square. Think about it. You forgot the
I don't think so.
What is this?
List them. Write it down.
Wait, mister.
Group 1, list. You guys see your list. Write it down.
Yeah, right.
Mr. What shape is this?
That's a triangle. It's a triangle. You guys got this.
You're not the
Yes, you are.
Okay, just play.
R. Write it down. Look at it.
Where's Walmart?
It's a triangle. Is that triangle?
There's 2 triangles.
Yeah, exactly. Triangle?
Alright,
Triangle.
finish it where you're at. If you're already done, Captain Marker.
And Mr. Can I get a mark?
No. Finish it. I said finish it where you're at. So finish writing it
I
down.
don't know if it's Friday.
How is Joseph?
Fridays and Saturdays are the best days. I never go on field trips on Friday or Saturday. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll skip Monday.
Okay. Get your A. Figure out what you're gonna write. Don't worry about spelling. Worry about spelling a little bit.
Yes, because education.
But after 1 year,
What's
that is it here?
Not really.
Yeah, it's here, but there's like a bunch of.
Jerry's
So I gave me a call machine and I did. I tried to wait.
Alright. Go ahead, Captain Markers now, everyone. Whether you're just not Captain.
Sacramento.
Are you please?
Alright.
Yeah, so much money.
Cap them.
Like, he could be
Carlos,
like
Cap.
daddy.
Alright, eyes and ears.
You probably got some longer.
Joseph standing, eyes and ears. Alright, we're gonna do a quick whip around, okay? The reason for this whip around is I want you just to kind of evaluate everyone's current situation. So when we're talking about what shapes we see, we know that we have to find the area of this composite figure. With that being said, just take a walk and take a look at everybody else's work. And as you're doing this, I want you to think, if you had to find the area of whatever group you're in front, if you had to find the area of that composite figure, would you want to find the area of that figure the way that you broke it up? Yes or no? Okay, just think about it. We're not going to call anybody out. Okay, but I just want you to think about the way that some of your peers are doing this, and then we're just going to kind of have a bigger class discussion about it. Okay, so facing your boards to the left. So as you face your board, we're going to be rotating to the left. Okay, and just a quick whip around. Okay, so you're walking and you're observing, and you're just deciding in your head, yes, I would like to work in this. Listen. I would like to work on this problem, or no, I would not like to work at that problem with that group because of the way that they broke it up. Okay, so go. Quick walk around to the left.
Your daddy
Yes or no, and then move on. Talk with your group, yes or no. And then
No, I was definitely nowhere.
That's my
Oh, I knew that. Really?
we have to take a look and then decide yes or no.
I wouldn't.
Decide yes or no. Decide yes or no.
Now I just felt dumb because I went all the way here. See, that's what we were doing, but it's smaller.
Go, move a little quicker. It's a quick whip around.
Hurry up.
5 or 4 p.m. 5 or 4 p.m. That
All right. Now, listen. All right. So, some of you have gotten a pretty good glimpse at other people's groups. Okay? Now, here's what I'm going to ask. Listen, eyes and ears. Why do you have that cap off the marker? I didn't ask you to. Facing this way, eyes and ears. Thank you. All right, so, again, I'm not going to draw any kind of negative attention to anybody, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to the group that you feel that you would want to, like, work at, okay? And be ready to explain why you would want to go to that group with whoever is standing next to you. You're going to have a discussion why you're choosing that group. If it's your own group and you're like, hey, our group did a good job, I think this is where I want to stay, then just stay there. Okay, but be ready to defend your answer. Okay, why would you choose the group that you're at to do this problem in? Okay, go ahead and regroup yourself if you need to. If you feel like your group is it, then stay at your group. Okay. All right. So group 3. Why did you choose to stay at your group?
We're like more comfortable with progress.
With the way that you guys broke it up, you guys are familiar with it? Okay. Group 4. Out of all the groups, you guys chose your own why? Okay. Why do you think you did a good job? What do you mean? Are you at your own group or you at theirs? Okay, so why did you guys choose to move? Why didn't you guys stay at yours?
Just a lot of shapes there, and there's less shapes here.
Okay. Group 7? Why did you guys stay?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I just want to be with
I had a figure. I had a feeling you guys didn't want to move as soon as I said that. You guys were just like, oh, I'm just staying there. Alright, group 1?
Sitting here because my car's all set. I feel more comfortable with them, and also the people I know that I can work with better.
Okay. Group 2? You guys, Kimberly. Nano. Katie's the only one that looked different when I said group 2. Group 2? Why did you guys stay there? you're happy with what you have now. Alright, so I'm gonna go back to what group 5 had said, okay, about their own. What did group 5 say about their own? Too many shapes. What happens if you have too many shapes? It gets complicated, it might become harder, but you're doing more math. Who wants to do more math in math class? I don't want to do more math in math class, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, the less math that we have to do, the better. Okay? So, here's what we're gonna do. If you feel comfortable with what you have, okay, keep it. If you want to change it to look like one of these other groups, go ahead and do so. But we're gonna be working at our own groups, and now we're actually gonna go ahead and find the area. Okay? So really quick, area. How do we find the area? Length times width, or not 1/3, that's volume. Base times height. What's another formula? We already said length times width. If there's a circle, do we have any circles? No. What other shape do we have up here?
Triangle. Oh, half. Wait, divided. Something divided by something.
No, it's a half.
It can be half of the what?
It's a half of the.
Jermaine, listen up. Unless you know the answer, you too, Xavier. If it's a triangle, what is it? It's half of what? Someone said it over here.
A rectangle.
It's half of a rectangle, so how do you find the area of a rectangle? And for a triangle, then it's base times height. Not 1/3, we just said it.
It's in half.
It's half of it. Half of a length times width. Or length times width, or base times height divided by 2. Either way. Okay, so with your groups, find this composite area quickly. Giving you guys 7 minutes. We'll go 10. 7's a little too.
This is one foot. What's that one foot? So it's not 1 foot.
I'm not going to ask you guys again. You guys need to give your hand over there. Over here.
Girl, I've been asking for it.
Are you going to find the... So I see your triangle. How are you going to find this triangle? So instead of having a triangle here, we're also going to have
Back here is 4.
Excuse me. Well, you should have said
I might be a little easier. This gives you a nice triangle. Rectangle would be a little easier.
Whoa, that was really great.
Hey. That's the swiper. I would only write she hasn't been here for a while. She's gonna roll.
There you go. She's not making it. So, you can write the
Wait, this is right there.
This is the rectangle, so this should be this.
The one for the decimal, the decimal goes to 7.
No, it doesn't. This is not half.
I didn't even look at it. We didn't look at it.
No, this is the rectangle. I literally said
Yes, you do.
rectangle. No, I said rectangle.
Okay, have it then.
So it's gonna be
Up them up.
I'm done. Wait, mister.
I'll try it.
Now this would be a 4 right here.
Why do you keep making more triangles within triangles? You're making this more complicated than what it is to me. Let's figure this out. How do you find the area of a rectangle?
We just do rectangle.
How do you find the area?
Basically, how it's done.
How do you find the area?
I think the 5 by 1. Remember I had one.
How do you find
Oh.
I think it's 4 feet.
this is
No, this is
so what's the here? Spaces you guys That's why the area is rectangle.
So it's just 2.5 feet or something.
Well, this part too, because this whole thing is.
This is some of 3.5.
And this would just be one. No way.
This is exact same size.
And into the floor.
Well, let's put it at the top right here. So we did this part.
Every
We're not even doing the math.
Sorry, question. Would this be like kids? They don't have your tape right there.
You said what?
So your rectangle piece.
A little triangle.
Who's laughing?
I did it. So we did that 2, and then right there is 4.
What's the
Mine
There's a link to it.
Why do you guys label
So we have a triangle. So we have to find out what the base is.
Who was smiling?
Where's your original?
We have a rectangle.
This is
There you have rectangle. Just put them up into boxes. You just create a homework. Put them up into
How'd you get 5?
Try to take a look around and see how you broke it up and see if you can maybe
What's
do
5?
it a little bit more simpler.
Wait,
No, yeah.
which line
Is
represents
it really
5?
5 though? We could have this right here.
Work through it. Oh, yep. You get the category?
I have a question actually.
So if this is 1, this is 4, together this is 5, together this would also be 5.
Does this?
Because when you cut it this way, this is
So the 3.5 goes from here.
this is right.
How tall is it? Oh, that's a good question. You have to figure it out. Three is the entire side. You have to figure those parts out. So I see
Are you
this
done?
part. It's here. But this is 4. So how much is this?
Don't kill me.
So it's 5 by 1. So now it's 1. How much is this side? So that's when we got our 1. But how much is this part? How much is the entire piece? How much is this piece?
What did you do? Did you find out what?
You mainly did on
And this is 5.
So you need to
This
divide.
is 4. 4 plus what?
You know how this
Maybe write the formula around yourself for that triangle.
and then this is what I did. This is what I did. We're just gonna do like this. I think times it.
Now we're gonna figure out.
Is it divided by 1/2?
Divided. And then like, you're about to times it.
No. Nothing. But this is 4 weeks.
Are you gonna find the base?
Okay, this is for. Girl, I didn't even get anything. No, Xavier. I just told you what to do.
And do it.
So how much is the entire site? How much is it into here?
Look, I don't even catch your napkin. Okay, move. Why are you still here?
Got one more minute left. What you guys
Not so much now.
think about
The
the
tape.
So this entire thing is how much? 1.5, right? It's 3.5. This piece of here is how much?
No, duh.
How much is this side?
I know
So that's one, that's four, so what is the area of this?
Yeah, that's
Four, because it's 4 by 1, that makes 4.
So this will be.
So then how much is this side?
I'm gonna do that live.
If it's supposed to be 5, and we know this much is 4, how much is that side? 1. So now you have a 1 by 4.
16, 17.
Now, if this much is 1, and this much is 1, that's what we had over here. How much space is that taking up? 2. And if we know the entire side has 4, how much does this side have? 2. So this is 2. And how much is this one?
What did you
So
say?
the fourth and bottom, that was top is here. So this is how much?
And is it just feet or how do you know how the area?
And now you have to figure out how much is left here. So the entire piece is 5. So what's 3.5 plus 0.5? 4. So it has to be how much?
Yeah, 2.
You're not adding them yet, but it is to be 1.5. And then how tall is it? What do you write down right here? This is 2. If this is 2, it has to be 1 because it has to make. Okay.
I used my 4 brain cells I have now.
Got markers up your ass. Hey, hey. Got your markers, pause where you're at. Alright, so really quick. Good effort going out all around. Some of you guys are still stuck and don't know exactly what you're doing. You guys are allowed to take a look around, as I mentioned before, and get ideas from different groups. Okay, lots of different ways that we can break this one down, but as we mentioned before, the least amount of shapes that you have, the better. Okay. So what we're gonna do really quick, we're gonna huddle around group 1 first and get some ideas. So let's go around group 1. Huddle up.
I got you,
I got you. Just tell me what to say. You're supposed to be over here.
Okay. Okay, group two. Group two. Ines in group two. Okay, go ahead. Group one, tell us first, what shapes did you break this composite figure into?
We have 3 rectangles and 1 triangle.
How many?
3 rectangles and 1 triangle.
3 rectangles and 1 triangle. Raise your hand if you also broke yours up into 3 rectangles and 1 triangle. I know there's a few groups. Okay. Almost, right? There was another group that did. Where's group 7 at? Okay, so you guys should have your hands up because you guys did. All right, so tell us what you did with your shapes. How did you figure out the measurements of them? So let's start with the very bottom shape.
If this is 4, then we assume that would also be 4 since it's cut off and the whole part is 5. So if that was it, then the sides would be 1.
Okay, can you repeat that again?
So since the whole thing is 5, but it gets cut off from this, and this is 1, we assume this would also be 1. So then that would be 4. So then we did 4 times 1, which makes 4.
Okay, good. All right, so left shape.
For this one, do you want to say it? Okay. Anyways, for this one, I really don't know because he did it.
I did not do that.
You gave me the idea, so I don't know. But since this side's 4, then this would be, and this is 1. 4 times 1 again would be 4. And then since for this one, since it's 3, we went and we turned that into a 2 because if the whole thing is 3, we assume this would be. We thought this would be 1. So then we had 2, and then this is 4. So then 4 times 2 would be 8. And then for the triangle, since it's 1, we did we did
5 minus 3.5.
yeah.
So we're trying to figure out the base, and then we base that height, then we divided times that by 1/2. That's where it's 0.75.
Because how do you know, you said that you assumed that that 1 had to be 1?
Because if it's the whole thing is 3, then we thought this would be 2.
Is there a way to know whether that's 2 or not? How, Julie?
You subtract 3 by 4. Actually, I don't know.
I mean 3 by 4.
On the side.
What can we do? Take a look at the very bottom right. Okay, the bottom right shape. What's the size of that shape right there?
1.
1. Okay, move up in that gap. How big is that gap?
1.
1. What do we know about the entire side length?
That's 4.
It makes 4. So how much have we taken up?
2.
So how much is left over? 2. So if 2's left over, and if it evens out with that top piece there without that triangle, we know that opposite side there has to be 2, right? So then, if we add that extra piece at the top, we know it has to make 3. So if we know that it's 2 on the bottom, how much does the top triangular piece have to be? 1, because 2 plus 1 makes 3. Okay, so now we know for sure that it is 1. We can't just say that we assume because it looks like it. We have to have proof. Okay, so continue. So then what'd you do with the triangular piece?
So since this was 1, we did, since the whole bottom was 5, then we did 5 minus 3.5, which got us to 1.5, then we did that times 1, and then we got 1.5, and then we did that times a half, and then we added all of them, and then got 16.75.
Okay. Alright, so some of us are here, some of us are not quite here yet. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk over to group number 3. So group 3, get to your board. Let's walk over to group 3. Okay, so far, group 3, can you step a little bit off to the side there, yes. Alright, so group 3 currently has, if you take a look at the bottom piece, okay, bottom rectangular piece, what's the measurement of the bottom rectangular piece? What's the measurement of the bottom rectangular piece?
This?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 5.
5 by what? Which makes? Area of what? What's the area? 5. Okay, we have it right there. Okay, bottom left-hand corner, they have a rectangular shape of 5 by 1, and that shows that it's 5. Okay, move into the middle. What does your middle piece measure?
This?
Uh-huh. What does it measure? 1 by 1. And what is 1 times 1? 1. Good. So if you go up to your top rectangular piece on the left-hand side, okay, what does that measure? 3.5 by what? Look at your shape, your rectangular shape. No, look at your rectangular shape that you have. You guys wrote down 3.5 by what?
3.
By 3. So is it by 3? We just looked over here to group 1. And does that side measure 3? Or does it measure something different? Carlos, Aiden, Adali, all of you guys. Look over to group number 1. Adali, Aiden, Carlos, look over to group number 1. 3 is from the bottom to the top of the triangle. But you guys have it cut off somewhere else. Take a look at group 1 and take a look at where they cut it off, because they cut it off exactly where you did. Does that side piece measure 3? What does it measure? 2. So let's fix that for you guys. So instead of having 3 on that bottom right-hand shape, yeah, there you go, fix that to 2. And now you're gonna figure that one out, okay? So you're gonna figure it out for that one, and then triangular pieces, okay? Those are a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to wrap this up. Okay, figure it out. Those of you who are still struggling, ask for help. If not, I will send someone over to kind of assist you guys. But group 1, you're good. Group 2, you're good. Everyone else to your boards. Groups 1 and 2, please sit down and copy down your work into your notebook. Okay, so go finish with that bottom piece. Okay, so you guys are all going to do the same. Let's figure this out together. Okay. So, how long is this piece right here? 5 is this piece?
2.
4. It is listed. Take a look at the actual picture. This is listed as 4. Okay. So this piece right here is 4. Okay. So then how much is this piece?
It's not working.
1. So write a 1 right here. Write a 4 right here. Okay.
But they got 8.
Now, if we're looking at just this shape right here, what does it measure? 4 by 1. So let's write 4 on the inside. That's the shape of that. That's the area of that space there. Okay. So if this is 1, how tall is this side? 1, 2. Yeah, you're right. There's also 1. So what's 1 times 1? So write 1 on the inside. Now you guys broke up this piece into a smaller shape too. How much does this bottom measure? 1. How much does the side measure? 1. So what's 1 by 1 again? 1. So we're gonna put another 1 in there. Sure, yeah. Okay. So now let's move up to this piece. If this is 1 and this is 1, and we know that together it has 4 going from top to bottom. This much we have already. How much with this? 1 and 1 makes what? 2. How much is left in order to make 4? 2. So put a 2 up there. Okay. Now figure it out for this one. How much is this?
4.
So then write down 4. So this is also 4 because it's the same
So if it's
length.
1,
Okay. But now, how tall is this piece? No, this piece right here. How tall is this piece? 2. So what's 4 by 2? Because remember, this piece is also 4. How much is 4 by 2? 4 by 2. Okay, so let's write it. The only thing you have to do is figure out your triangle. Triangular piece. Let's figure out the triangle. We talked about it over there. If this is 5, and up to right here it's 3.5, how much more does this have to be? If this is 3.5, how much more do you need? Figure that out.
Sorry, what's this? So what's
We'll look for it later. So find So now multiply it and divide it by.
multiply it?
We talked about how you find the area of a triangle. It's half as much as a rectangle. So you do like base times height, and then divide by 2, so it's 1.5. So if you have 50 cents, then you're gonna split it up between you two. How much you guys get? 75 what? 50 cents. So it's 0.5. Yes, and then find out the total area. So if this is 0.75, this is the angle.
See how over there?
Okay. It's captain markers. Groups 3, 4, 5, 7. Go ahead and write this down. Write down all the work that you currently have up on the board. Yep.
I got walked out.
Not yet. Alright, listen. So tomorrow, we're going to get into volume of composite figures. Okay? It's going to be just as tricky. So today, although it was only one problem, it was a good exercise to go over for the fact that we are breaking up weird looking composite figures and we're decomposing them into smaller pieces. Okay? Now, with that being said, Zach, I don't know why you're packing up. You still got to copy yours down. We got 2 minutes. Let's go. Right on 20. No, it is 20. Yeah, sorry. So, group 7, sorry. 7, 5, 4, and 3. Take a picture really quick. And then you guys will copy it down tomorrow. 7, 5, 4, and 3. So, we're going to take a picture. Yeah, everyone else, listen. Okay, before you erase your boards, we're working with composite volume tomorrow, very similarly, but it's 3-dimensional.